Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome into episode 250 of Your Music Live. Yeah, we've been doing this thing since June of 2020, clocking up 250. In fact, more than 250, because we have had some YML extras and some other little Easter eggs along the way. I want to say a huge thank you to you for being here with me. I know many of you have been here since episode 1 or very close to it, and I really appreciate you being here because, as I always say, it's not my music live, it's your music live. I would be remiss if I didn't say thank you to these fine folks who, for the vast majority of that time now, for over 3 years, have been sponsoring this very show, and that is our friends at DistroKid. Yeah, it's a match made in paradise because my goal is to help you create, record, and release your best music, and DistroKid's goal is to help independent artists release their best music. So it makes sense that DistroKid are the perfect partner for Peter. Yeah? And if you want to release your music, you can do so. Save 7% off your first year on any DistroKid plan by using the link up the top there or in the description. I've been saying it for a long time because it's true and it will remain true. We have a massive show for you here this week. Maybe we'll be, nudging that 3-hour mark that we did a couple of weeks ago. No, I reckon we could do 2.5, but it's going to be a lot of fun here. A lot of great songs from great artists, new artists, older artists, artists that have been here forever, artists that only joined the community in the last year. It's going to be a rad old time, and we're going to kick things off here in style because this particular artist says the following: Dear Pete and YMLers, I hope you're doing well. I was on YML 50, 100, 150, and 200. I could not miss YML 250. I got my stuff together and finished my first tutored video in 2025 for the occasion. It's a song for the TikTok generation and usage in social media. It is a premiere. Thank you very much, everyone, for everything you are doing. Pete, congratulations on a milestone. All the best. And that is, of course, from Alex Bacchus. Yes, if you've been around the channel a while, you'll know Alex Bacchus. He's been a long-time supporter of me and of Studio Live today. So without further ado, let's get things started. This one's called Pose for the Camera. Alex Bacchus, Your Music Live 250 is on the air.
Let's go. Let's go. All my ladies, all my fellas, all my ladies, all my fellas. Let's go. All my ladies, all my fellas, all my ladies, all my fellas. Pose for the camera. Pose for the camera. Camera. Pose for camera. Let's go. To the left, to the right, to the left. Pose for camera. To the left, to the right, to the left. Let's go. Let's go. Pose for camera, slow motion. Let's go. All my ladies to the left, all my fellas to the right, all my ladies to the left, all my fellas. Pose for camera. All my ladies to the left, all my fellas to the right, all my ladies to the left, all my fellas. Pose for camera.
The smooth stylings of Alex Bacchus to kick us off here in style on Your Music Live, episode 250. 50. Yeah, it's a Gen Z anthem, right? Yeah, very nicely produced. And yeah, two wrongs don't make a right. And if your ladies want to go left or right, or your men want to go right or left, or whatever gender you want to go up or down, I don't care. So yes, I'm sure Alex isn't wanting you to be compartmentalized. We want to be all together, which is what we're going to be here for the next couple of hours here on Your Music Live. Hello to everyone that's here. We've got John, Colourful Energy, Tremor Bear, Hugh Caldwell, Joe and Barry, Glenn, Doug Kidder, Unshackled Spirit, Mark Bro, Mike and DeJourn, Janice, the wonderful Thomas Christ, our wonderful moderator. And speaking of Thomas Christ, Thomas rushed to get this one out for us. Yes, another We're opening with double premiere goodness. Because you might be aware, I mean, it's very impressive that Alex Backus has been on 50, 100, 150, 200, and now 250. But guess who was on YML number one? Yeah, a little guy out of Pennsylvania called Thomas Christ with his song Virus Infect. If you can remember back to that album and that song, it was the demo of that song that we played on the very first YML. And he's back, but he's back with his alter ego by the name of Folk You. He says, happy 250 episodes, Pete. Here's a premiere of a new Folk You track called Severe Weather. There were severe storms moving through when I wrote it. Take from it what you will. For the video, I messed around with CapCut's AI video generation, just taking the first thing it gave me for each prompt, as well as a few choice clips sourced from YouTube. Enjoy. I plan to enjoy, and you will enjoy it too. This is the world premiere of the brand new Folk You song. This is Severe Weather, and this is YML.
Severe weather coming through. Whatever can you do? Severe weather coming through. What can you possibly do?
Throw rotten tomatoes into the void. You're not permitted to be destroyed.
Silent salad, you take your pick. Only true fact is Richard can be a dick. The best Western Union is in your mind. Our dinner rolls were holy and divine. They raised the rent inside my soul. Can you taste the color of control? Severe weather coming through. Whatever can you do? Severe weather coming through. The due date passed and we never knew. Map lights and guarantees. Forget the symptoms, embrace the disease. Pimpled places pushing past predation. Join the new nuclear nauseation. Clean my brain with a rubber eraser. When you're in space, gotta install the spacer. My new campaign, pot in every kitchen. Less for lack and more for licking. Severe weather coming through. Whatever can you do? Severe weather coming through. Another addition for the studio. When I hear its name, Buffalo Busters going insane. Thunder rumble with the tummy grumble. Up with bees, down with bumble. Impaired in the limbs, so cavernous. Foots in the socks and the shoes don't flatter us. Cumulonimbus above the resort. Have you read the most recent weather report? Severe weather coming through. Whatever can you do? Severe weather coming through.
I mean, I love Thomas Christ's music. That should be no surprise to anyone, his industrial, grindy flair. But there's something about Folk You that just does it for me. And I agree, it's like a warped Beck, or like Beck from that one album where he was kind of weird. Really cool stuff there from Thomas Christ. Thank you for bringing that one to it. Yes, it is. It is like Beck, isn't it? Totally. G'day to the Mix Club. Hope you're doing well. Who haven't I said g'day to? Oofsie Baba. Thank you for being here. Doug Kidder, who was here early. He was an early bird. He caught the Gordley Weaver, and Michael, a.k.a. Zedland Band. Many folks who have joined us over the years from 2020 through to now. And we started this show in uncertain times as a way to let our hair down and just enjoy the awesomeness that is independent music. And we ain't stopping. Because if you stop, that's when things get problematic. We're just going to keep powering through. I thought Alex was on number one too, Scott, but it turns out that he wasn't. I had to go back and check because when I read his thing, I'm like, weren't you on number one? I think he was there for number one, but he wasn't played. I think he was played in the first few though. Anyway, someone who was on number one and has something quick, simple, and awesome for us here is the man I was just referencing, Mr. S.M. Borthwick. You can call him Scott if you like. He says, "Hi, Pete. Many congratulations on your 250th birthday. I was hoping to have a new song ready, but life was doing its thing. You'll forgive the indulgence. I have a very short 15-second song for you. It's a little cautionary tale about chasing internet stardom. I hope you enjoy it." Well, I'm intrigued. Are you intrigued? Should we give this one a spin? Another one who is here on number one YML and is still hanging around here. I think he's only missed a couple in the whole run here. He's definitely here almost every week. That's S.M. Borthwick. You're going to enjoy this one, folks. Let's give it a spin.
My friend was a bomb disposal expert. He wanted to be well known. He posted on social media without any luck. Then one day he blew up. My friend was a bomb.
And that is it. I've been walking around all morning because I was getting the show set up and doing some sound checks, and I play a few of the songs just to get my levels right. And I played that one. I wish I was cooler, Scott, too. That's how you get a whole song played here on YML. You make it 15 seconds. I just love that he blew up and then the pop sound at the end of it. Yeah, see, that's the sort of thing. The irony of it, yeah, be careful what you wish for, folks, or you might just blow up. Yeah, wasn't that cool? It kind of is just, it's so indicative of the sense of humor that we have around here of just not taking stuff too seriously. Yes, we play the tear-jerking songs, we play the political messages, we play the religious, we play everything. I mean, music is the gamut of all different styles and genres, but yeah, that one was super awesome. Exactly. You got to have fun. If you're not having fun, what are you doing? Why? Why are you doing things? Why are you doing things? Unless you're a masochist, why are you doing things that don't cause you joy and that cause you pain? Speaking of joy and pain, would you like to join a competition where the prize is playing your song? Well, guess what? I'm already set up. I've already got the code word ready to go, and we've got one entry. That's me. So if you don't want me to win and play one of my songs, you better get your entry in right now. This is called Play My Fire Beat. We're doing it early this week because we've got so many songs to get through. And if you put hashtag 250, hashtag 250 in the chat, just as Mike and Dawn have done, as Ms. Fiona Patrick, as Chris Lane, who's due for another win. Oof, jibaba. Thank you all for entering. If you would like to enter, all you need to do is put hashtag 250, about 250 in the chat, and we will get to you in a jiffy. While we do that, this one wasn't submitted, but I had to call this out because this, to me, like we've played three artists there that are definitely indicative of what this community is all about. I'm going to play another artist or artists here, and I'm going to read from what they have to say here. So this is from an artist you may have heard of called Auntie G, who says, "Marcus Cannell and I met more than 2 years ago here in this community and have released around 20 songs in the melodic hard rock genre. It's always been a dream of ours to be able to perform our music, but since Marcus lives in Sweden and me in Norway, it has not been possible until now. In March, Marcus flew into Bergen to join me and my regular live band for our concert in Asane Kuritus. And what a joy it was during the concert. I could introduce Marcus Cannell to join us on stage. Marcus is a brilliant guitarist, a wonderful person, and has a great stage presence. It was clear to see this was not his first time on stage. The band embraced him right away, and it was such a joy to see and hear them all play together." I just thought this was the most wonderful thing and message. The fact that, and just for my records here, we first played an Auntie G track on the 30th of June 2021 on this show. Marcus Cannell's first song was on the 14th of July 2021. So this is nearly 4 years ago, and these two were also part of the Create Record Release Facebook group. They heard each other's music, mutual respect there. They got together, started collaborating, and because they only live a country or so apart up in Europe, they managed to get together. So I'm just going to play a little bit of this because I just thought it was too cool and too much of a wonderful indication of what can be done and the collaborative and community approach we have here on YML. Let's give it a spin. Yeah, very, very cool. And you can go and catch the whole, what is it? It's about 11 minutes 45 mashup of a bunch of different songs. And Marcus he just slipped into that band like he'd been playing with them for decades. It was amazing. He's clearly a great musician. Artie G is just a wonderful singer and a wonderful musician and a lovely person. And just to see the band together, I thought we cannot not recognize this on this occasion, on this special 250th episode to show what can be done. And I talk often about the serendipity of things like this where people come together, but you got to also put the effort in, and that's definitely something that both Marcus and Auntie G, I knew her from back when she was Gertrude. In fact, that probably wasn't her first song because I'm pretty sure we played her on the show back in 2020 when she came on as Gertrude, and then she was like, my nieces and nephews, they call me Auntie G. Would that be a good artist name? And everyone in the live chat at the time was like, yes, you are now Auntie G and shall be forever. So I like to think that we had a part in not only bringing Marcus and Gertrude together, but giving her stage name as well. All right, let's play another tune and then we will do the drawing of the Play My Fire Beat. Yeah, we're going with a little bit of a random order here today. Things are a little different because it's a special show. This is a special artist. This is Colourful Energy, who says they created this track for the video game Off-World Rally. Obsidian Contraption offered me to participate in this project, and I'm glad my track featured in his video game. The video game was created by Curious Entertainment for the Atari VCS. I used in my track similar to the old-style game sounds. Excellent. Well, if you like a little bit of 8-bit goodness, I mean, the Atari VCS, that was barely 4-bit. It was so 8-bit, it's almost 4-bit back in the day. Let's give a listen to this one. This is Starlit Zigzag, Colourful Energy here on Your Music Live. How gosh darn cool is that? I know I could listen to that stuff all day. I love that old school 8-bit sound, but yeah, with like a modern twist to it as well. Awesome stuff indeed. Yes, both colourful and energetic. It's not just a clever name. I was watching Wayne's World on the weekend. Oh, so it's not just a clever name. Oh yeah, good stuff there from the wonderful speeding through the music universe. Absolutely, colourful energy with colourful spelt correctly. All right, yeah, you got one more chance to get your 250s in there. In fact, we are going to do the drawing right here, right now. So for everyone that's got your 250s in, who's going to be our lucky winner? 33 entries, maybe close to a record amount. I don't know that we're over 30 entries very often. So you know what? It's a bit of a tougher one to win this week, but I believe in you. Yes, one of you. Let's give it a spin. Your winner and world champion is 1-3 Scurry. Scribbles is victorious. Victorian? No, but victorious. Yes. The artist, creator extraordinaire has won our Play My Fire beat. You didn't win. I'm so sorry, but do not fret, do not stress, because we are going to have a second chance to win in the second half of the show. So they know the drill by now. 1-3 Scurry. You've never won before. Well, you've won now. So and we don't have any scribbles on the show. So there you go. All you need to do, since you haven't won before and you might not know the drill, you need to put in plain text in the chat here your artist name, the name of the track, and the platform it's on. So you'd say 1-3 Scurry, 1-3 Scribbles, YouTube, and name of epic song. And we'll give it a spin. While we await that, let's get wrapped up in the synth manipulation. So many effects and sounds to discover. I was happy with the sound given once upon a time. Now I've gone down the rabbit hole of knob twiddling. Yes, it's our favourite knob twiddler extraordinaire. This is Sticks for Guns here on Your Music Live. I don't want to fade things out either, and I don't want to move so fast, but we've got literally 43 songs to play this week, and I don't want another 3-hour show. You guys are very patient, but 3 hours of me is more than anyone needs, but very cool stuff. That's the problem. I was going to say, Sticks for Guns, their more mellow stuff makes it to the admin playlist. I'd be sitting there like punching in numbers to pay my bills and then just start grabbing glow sticks and waving them around the room. So So, no, I don't know that will make the admin playlist somehow. Very good stuff there from Sticks for Guns. Yeah, a very cool track indeed. And Richard's probably grabbing some Zeds right now because it is after midnight over there in the UK. So I appreciate you. If you're catching up on the replay, you know the drill. Drop your comments down below. Working a 12-hour shift, 3 hours is fine with me. Hey, a lot of people watch the show while they're working. A lot of people watch it while they're working, working out, sitting on your bum, eating Pringles. I don't care. However you watch the show, just catch up. And again, I know a lot of folks catch up on the replay because you kind of have to. Let us jump into the next song. This is the winner of our Play My Fee. Winner of our Play My Fire beat, 1-3 Scribbles. They've selected this track. The track is called The Black Shack, and we're going to play it, Jack. You better believe it. Black. I was going to leave you hanging. I know this track because we've played it before on the show, and I was going to leave you hanging because I'm like, I know the beat drops around the 2-minute mark in this one. But yeah, we had to all hear. Otherwise, you'd just be walking around with that tension for the rest of your day if we didn't hear the beat dropping there. Very cool stuff from 1-3 Scribble. Serum sounds scraping my cerebellum. There you go. That's not a snare drum, it's a guy screaming chopped up. And were they demonic cowls of some description in the background there? That was pretty intense. I dig it. I like it. Alrighty, let's continue on and we'll grab our next song. This is a track. And this is from someone who I know from slaps.com, which is a DistroKid's wonderful platform. I'll tell you a little bit more about DistroKid right after this song. They say, here is a love beat from my heart. This song is a collab with Oof Jibaba. You might know that name. It is a protest song, but yeah, so many butts. Let's give it a spin, shall we? Here on Your Music Live. The love beat, chugga boom boom.
They all just out. Colors matter too. Red, blue, green. Let's vibes erase the real if you know what I in this space. Shadows don't matter. I run the show. Be yourself. The queen of these streets. Let them know. In the alleyways, whispers echo loud. Truths that bite hard, hidden from the crowd. Censorship stings, but I'm breaking the mold. With every strut, shaka boom bum, shaka boom bum. So let them hide behind their curtain of lies. We'll rise up strong, tear down the disguise. Dancing on the truth with lace on my skin.
I love that, John W. Adams. I honestly can't hear that quickly. I know. I'm feeling old because I'm like, not only could I not have that kind of flow and not rap that quickly, yeah, I struggle to hear it with my old man ears. So, yeah, right. Sweet, top quality, and the vocal delivery is gold. Absolutely cool stuff there. The Love Beat Chaka Boom Boom featuring Oof Chibaba and the Sugar Daddy Dunnex. Very cool stuff. Right. Hey, it's Bleeding Red Beats. Very good to see you here on YML, my friend. Thank you for dropping on by. Yeah, no, you're welcome. This Ufshi Baba and everyone that you surround yourself with, you just create amazing music. And you're clearly wonderful people too. You seem to have a very collaborative approach to music, which, hey, we dig around here. That's how we roll. All righty. We're just going to take a quick pause here because I would be remiss if I didn't let you know about the folks who have been keeping the lights on around here for more than 3 years, and that is our wonderful friends at DistroKid. Yes, DistroKid is your one-stop shop for releasing music. You can release an unlimited number of songs, EPs, and albums, all for one yearly subscription. And we're not talking about, hundreds of dollars per year. We're talking from as little as $24.99 per year for the Musician Plan. The Musician Plus plan is what I recommend. Why do I recommend the Musician Plus plan? Well, for $44.99 per year, you get a couple of little additional bits here. You get synced lyrics, sure. You get streaming stats, sure. You can customize your label name and your iTunes pricing. But this is the one I would like to draw your attention to. You can customize the release date. So if you're releasing a song or an EP or an album, like I've done in the past, you can actually make sure it comes out on a specific date. So if, like me, you're like, I'm going to release my own album. Here's my album called Selfish Aware. When I released this, I actually wanted to set a release date. I wanted it to come out on the 31st of July, all the way back in 2018. Does that tell you how long I've been using DistroKid for? Yeah, it should do. So 2018, July 31st, I released this sort of the start of the month, and then I started releasing singles and building hype and letting people know that the album was coming and opening up pre-orders. And if I was smart back then, and I wasn't, I'd start sending it to like radio stations and collaborations and playlist collaborators and other people. So you can do all of that and you can release your music to the world using DistroKid. It goes out to Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Tidal, Deezer, YouTube Music, TikTok, you name it, it goes there. And I honestly could not think of a better way to get your music out there to the world. And the great thing about it is when someone says, "Where's your music?" you just say, "Everywhere, baby." And you smugly like mic drop and turn around and walk away. Because wherever they're listening to music, you're there. We thank DistroKid for their ongoing support of Your Music Live and Studio Live today. And you can save yourself 7% off your first year on any DistroKid plan using the link in the description. Let us grab our next tune. This one comes to us from No True Valor. And they say, "Hey, Pete, how's it going?" It's going well. It's YML 250. It's going great guns. Here's our new one, Sad Song, which is out now. Hope you guys like it. This is No True Valor here on Your Music Live.
I'm starving for the show tonight. Yeah, it's the truth. I'm gonna write a sad song. Yeah, it's on you. It's hitting hard on me. Not quite a economy. Oh, baby, it's alright. I'm gonna drive this road tonight. Yeah, it's the truth.
Yeah, it's an instant Springsteen vibe, isn't it? Yeah, a few of us had the same idea here. Very, very Springsteen-esque there. Just that the twangy guitars and the kind of twangy vocals as well, all round. Yeah, little old school 70s, 80s kind of vibe going on there. Very cool stuff from No True Valor. Sad song. That was great. Hello, Doorways into Music, by the way. If I haven't said g'day to you, it's not that I don't love you. And we've got plenty of time. We've got probably another 2+ hours for me to say hello. So if I'm ignoring you, it's just that when we do these big shows with lots of songs and lots of music, there's lots of comments and there's lots to get through. So I'd love the luxury of being able to spend hours and hours and personally respond to every comment here in the chat, but it doesn't allow me to. Like I say, nice problem to have. Paper Pony's up next. Hello, Paper Pony is back again. One last time until we drop another album. This song is another single off our debut album, Halo for a Seismic Princess. It's titled Your Gold Teeth Are Boring. And it's about the end ties of a relationship in the perspective of a female or male, now insulting their ex on how much they were draining, complaining, and boring. Enjoy. Paper Pony, telling it like it is. You didn't have to tell it like it is. Let's give it a spin here on YML.
When you're blaming, you can't stop complaining. I just find you draining, You said you're not really lying. I can't keep on trying. You're thinking I'm not buying, you say is maddening. I can't believe what's happening. I'm done with all the saddening. You just keep on babbling. The truth is all unraveling. I'm done with all the haggling.
The tone on those guitars, very old school kind of tone, and the do 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 do. I love that rise. It's got that 90s sort of vibe to it. Very cool stuff there. How to break up in 2 minutes or less. Yeah, nothing like a breakup song. You know, a song's about love and lack thereof. I'm a poet? Nah, didn't even know it. Good stuff indeed, though, there from Paper Pony. Looking forward to hearing the album when it is out. Make sure that you share it, because remember, Sharon is Karen and Sharon is Karen. There used to be an ad for an oil company here in Australia, where it was like an old thing. It's like it was Bugsy Malone, or those old gangster styles, and it was like, "Hey, you got to use Caltex GTX oil in your car." And he's like, "Well, goils ain't goils, and oils ain't oils." Maybe that's where I got the whole Sharon is Karen from. Maybe not. Heart House and the New Kindness. Save me from myself. A song about living a good life and letting those you love the most know how much they mean to you, that you are always with them after leaving this world. And we're going to jump over to the cloud of sounds. I'm not going to let you watch me or make you watch me battle the cloud of sounds while I make its ads go away, but we've done that now. This is called When I Turn to Rust here on Your Music Live.
When I turn to rust, take my very last breath, pour water over my flames, and take my soul with me. When I turn to rust, I'm always with you. When I'm in the dust, you are my whole life. If I return to rust, you are on my mind. Every day, everywhere, until the end of all time. When I turn to rust, the coffin will fall into the dirt. Pennies for rice and ferryman money. A life with love, well lived, I've learned. When I turn to rust, I'm always with you. When I'm in the dust, you are my whole life. If I return to rust, you are on my mind. Every day, everywhere, until the end of all time.
It's got a little bit of a Chili Peppers ballad kind of style to it, doesn't it? Yeah, softer Chili Peppers. Very good stuff there from Heart House and the New Kindness. Yeah, how good have the tones been? It's been, we tend to have sort of particular vibes on particular shows, and today it's the Guitar Tones for Days show, as well as other music. You know, we've had some cool synth sounds and some soundscapes and some other things. That is the joy. That is why I keep doing this show week after week. That's why we've had 250 of these suckers, is that every week is different. And you never know. Every time I hit play, I never know what the next sound that's going to come out is, and it's super cool. Yeah, we got tones, baby. By the way, Thomas, do you find that after doing this show, like so many of the songs make me bop my head and move and groove? I've always wondered, why is it around lunchtime on Monday I'm always feeling really kind of dizzy and lightheaded? And I think it's because I'm too old for all the head banging I do on a Monday morning here on this show. Emmanuel Thero's not going to help with that because he has some wonderful guitar tones too. He says, hello, this song is from my album Lost Tapes 2025. Cetus is the constellation of the whale. The Cetus was a sea monster in Greek mythology, which both Perseus and Hercules needed to slay. Thanks for all the Greek pronunciation. Costa, where are you when I need you, mate? Let's give this one a spin. This is Cetus, the old version by our friend Emmanuel Ferro here on Your Music Alive. cool stuff there from Emmanuel Ferro. DI or amp? If I know Emmanuel, I'd probably say amp. But if it's DI, it's a very nice sounding amp simulator. Which, if you ask him the question, then it kind of doesn't matter. That's the way I go. Exactly. If that's the old version, I'm not sure why you'd re-record it. Very good stuff. And we've got additional information being provided here, which is always good from folks. Excellent stuff there. Yeah, give them a round of the applause. Absolutely great stuff there. Heracles, which is Hercules. Heracles. Gotcha. 10-4, good buddy. Beautiful guitar stuff there. Next up, we're going to jump back over to the cloud of sound. So I'll do all the behind-the-scenes stuff so you don't have to. This song was recorded on GarageBand a year ago. It's called Keep Moving On in Life. The song is about keep moving on in life, regardless of our struggles. If by chance you could mention that my great bass player, Martin Collison, we both worked on a lot of music together. He plays bass on that track, and I played guitars and wrote the song and the vocals. Drums were programmed and all recorded in GarageBand last year. All right, let's give this one a spin. This is Chris Cole and Keep Moving On in Life. Love the major chord into minor chord sort of variation going on there. Very nicely done indeed. A vibe and a half there from Chris Cole. Thank you for sharing. Hey, it's Dom and Torregrosa, the Dom Father. You never go against the Dom Father. I don't do accents. Very cool stuff there from Chris Cole. Interesting. I know, kind of, yeah, the minor and major kind of worked well, didn't it? I dig it. Nice guitar tone going on there. We're moving fast here. We're not going to break things, though. We're moving fast and carefully curating things. This is Michael, a.k.a. Zland Band. Let's get some Zs in the chat, shall we? This is a song called Drifting Apart, a musical interlude. Michael, Zland Band, your music alive. Red Land Band. Yes, he has been around since the very early days. I think well and truly around that first or second show that we did here, because Michael's been a Patreon contributor and a contributor with his amazing music for a very, very long time. And very cool, that one. Exactly. A trip by itself, traveling, which is very relevant for Michael, who travels all over the place. Very cool stuff there. Hello, the Lily Pillies too. Hope you're doing well. And there he is. There's the man, the myth, the legend himself. In Canada at the moment, or traveling around, or potentially going somewhere else soon. You never quite know where Michael's going to pop up. You're going to Japan at one point, were you? And I said, hey, just drop down here. We're not far from Japan. Just come down to Adelaide. Next up, we're going back to the cloud. Oh no, we've put it in the wrong spot. Pause and guitars. I've done a goof. I've messed up. So we're going to shimmy your shong because I didn't put it in the under the covers, and that's completely my fault and remiss of me. So I will make the necessary adjustments and pop you down in the cover section. My bad. Hey, I've only been doing this for 5 years. It's not like I should know what I'm doing by now. Hey. Thanks, Chris. I appreciate you. Keep moving on in life. Absolutely. Thanks from the UK. You can go to bed now if you need to. I know it's very late for you folks over in the UK. So pause the guitars. We'll move yours to the cover section, which means we're going to play a little bit of Phantom Agents. This one's called Enough Today. Hey, no idea what genre this is. Maybe you can tell me. I suppose so. Maybe the fine folks here on Your Music Live can tell me. This is Phantom Agents. Let's give it a spin. Definitely got an 80s movie vibe, doesn't it? Yeah, very cool. The vocal effect on that one, I got no idea what it is either. And I couldn't really genre that. 80s sort of sci-fi wave, I don't know. Happy, vibey 80s goodness sounding. Very good stuff there. Yeah, it's good. Always good to hear from Clint, Phantom Agents. Also, a bit like Michael, a.k.a. the Zedland Band, always has something a little bit different there, which is very cool. Very cool to see. Very nicely done. Moving right along, it's someone who's right here in the chat. It's John W. Adams. And you said before no one's given you a nickname. Didn't I call you John W. Adding Machine? Because of your John W. Adams, like the President Adams and John Adams and John. There was a Futurama joke? No. Okay, I thought there was. Oh, this is the first half, folks. Just wait. Just wait. Ever notice that there aren't any country bands anymore? I wrote this about childhood experiences. The vocal harmonies at the end are in the style of Alabama, Restless Heart, and Little Texas. Start at the 2-minute marks. Okay. I looked at this and I'm like, oh, it's 3:20. It's nearly in the zone. But John has given me a little note here to maybe start it at the 2-minute mark. So we're going to do that. We're going to fire this one up here. This is Peepa's Garage.
cigarettes. The things I hid I can't forget. I said goodbye, I never knew it was the last time I'd ever see you. Out in people's garage, me and
We got to hear a fade out. That might be the first fade out we've ever heard here on Your Music Live because we very rarely play the end of songs. I like it. Very nicely done. Yeah, very country, like a country Bowie. Yeah, nicely done stuff there. I appreciate you putting that out here. Yeah, nice airy mix, and it had me just chilling. Little heartbreaking, right? Yeah, excellent stuff there from John W. Adams, for whom I will never call any other name. Hey, did you know that Happy Ron is a guy at a place? Happy Ron's been around this community for most of the time we've been doing this show. Well, I reckon close to all of it. And he's remastering a lot of his older stuff, which is sometimes a good idea. I think it's cool. He says, another in my series of Happy Ron remasters for 2025. This one's called A Parent Never Knows It's So Hard to Let Go. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Let's give it a spin here on Your Music Live.
All of your life I made the house warm and kept you safe from the storm. You may never know why I'm starting to cry. My daughter, you've just left home. It's so hard to let go, 'cause a parent never knows how the winds of life will blow. A parent never knows. You may live a life with hopes that soar. You may march in boots in a war. You may find your dreams in everything. You may have to leave them at the door. But it's so hard to let go, 'cause a parent never knows how the winds of life will blow. A parent never knows. You may have a world where nobody likes.
Man, I mean, yeah, as a parent of two daughters that are growing up way too fast, 13 and 15 now, yeah, like they go to school or away for camp for a night, and yeah, I'm already missing them. So yeah, can you imagine like what you do in the US where you send them halfway across the country to some other state to live by themselves? I've never understood that. Don't you have enough universities in the cities where you live? Okay, sorry, I'll stop talk. How about I stop questioning the US education system? You're like, Johns, we've got enough bloody problems without hearing from you about this stuff, okay? Okay. Lovely stuff there from our friend Happy Ron. I walked into the kitchen this morning and I'm like, oh, look, there's that. Oh my God, there's another adult-sized human in our house. I'm like, my daughter is nearly as tall as me now. Like, my goodness, when did you grow another like 2 inches? Craziness. You get international students from Australia pretty regularly. Yeah, which is weird. I guess that's a thing. You'd go over there to go to what, Harvard, if you wanted to go to like an Ivy League college or something, and hang out with Krusty Dean's Robot House. Sorry, everything I know about college, as you know from my song, is based on 80s teen college movies. Like, it's a panty raid. Let's get the statue and let's steal the pig that's the mascot of the other team. And let's get a big rowing competition between the two. I don't know. Oh, jeez. My niece is off to California for university. That's going to be a wrench. Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah. All right, let's stop hitting the feels, shall we? Otherwise, we're all just going to have a little sob fest here, and that's not what this show's all about. I thought you were happy, Ron. Why you make us sad? Next up, we have Raul Nieves. Hello, Pete. Been working on some instrumentals in between the band songs. Here's my latest called Starting Over, recorded with GarageBand at my home studio. Hope you all enjoy it. Raul Nieves and Starting Over. Let's you and I give this one a little spin here, shall we? On your music alive. It has been the day for tone, hasn't it? It really has been. Very good stuff indeed there from Raul Nieves, and some wonderful guitar tone to go along with his full band stuff as well. There is something cool about an instrumental. Like, I know some people look down their noses at instrumentals, and I'm like, nah, you know what? It's still a piece of music. Like, it doesn't have to. It doesn't have to have words and lyrics to words and lyrics. Is there a difference? I suppose words are the words and lyrics of them when they're sung. Anyway, it doesn't have to have vocals to be an amazing song. Very cool stuff indeed. Harriet B is up next, who says this. I don't know why I said it like that. This is a little darkish love song inspired by the story of a local haunting in my area, where people are lured by a pretty woman. Can I try that again? This is a darkish little love song inspired by the story of a local haunting in my area where people were lured by a pretty woman who took them back to her house and hacked them to death with an ice pick. Or something like that. That was my adding. Harriet didn't put that part in there. It's going to get worse before it gets better here, folks. This is called Come to Me.
What is this feeling? I can't explain. I feel I'm falling, but I must refrain.
You wake and whisper, come, come to me. Your eyes entice me. I'm like a fish caught on a line. You whisper softly, just surrender and be mine. Your eyes ensnare me. I'm like a moth caught in a flame. Your voice calls to me. Will I ever be the same? You say come. Oh, come. Oh, come to me.
Isn't it just draws you in, doesn't it? Just the simplicity of that wonderful guitar tone and the haunting vocals. It really works for the track. Come to me. And I failed to mention that if you want to catch the full versions of any one of the songs we've played, I've made it dead simple for you. See what I did there? I've made it dead simple for you. You can check them out down in the description. Go there now if you like, or later. That's the cool thing. You can go at the end of the show, you can just go back and go, now, what was it? Oh yeah, I really wanted to check out that Harriet B tune. Depressingly good is an excellent descriptor for it, for sure. Definitely, and impressive. Depressingly good and impressively played. There you go. Couple more songs here for the first half. Then we're going to do some cover songs. We're going to reveal our featured artists. We're going to do another Play My Fire beat. It's going to be a rad old time. And a huge thank you to all of you for being here for the last, 5 years or so. And a huge thank you to our wonderful friends at DistroKid for supporting and keeping the lights on. We've still got issues here logging in to slaps.com. It takes me a couple of goes here, and I think it might be a Firefox problem because it seems to be more so. Yeah, there it goes. So if you have this problem, I just had to press sign in, refresh, sign in, refresh, sign in. And it finally got me in here to slaps.com. So I don't know that it's DistroKid's fault. I'm pretty sure it's related to Firefox, which is just causing me all sorts of problems. But it worked. It worked perfectly for everything at the moment except slaps.com. But it is a wonderful place to share your music. And yes, it is better in Chrome. If I wasn't using Chrome for my stream and it would cause the clicks and the pops, I would play it in Chrome. All right, let's play this one. Hi, Pete in the YML community. Here's another old song given new life, written in 98. I interrupted a Greek reception band at a wedding and asked if I could get up and play originals in front of my family. I played this song. It was about being single and the cultural pressures of marrying someone from the same background. But you're Greek. That would never happen. In the 60s style country, it's a 60s style country rocker with a live sound. Vocals peak at certain points, but with the spill bleed, it sounds like a live band. Use the Scala interface and mixed on a Mac desktop. Thanks for all the tips and help, Pete. Hope everyone enjoys it. Let's us give it a wee spin over here on slaps.com. This is The Secret Legacy.
As I look back upon the days of my so far lonely life, surrounded by the pictures of my brother and his wife, if there's anybody out there
vibes for days. Yeah, very cool stuff. Country cool. The secret is out. This is great. And yeah, you can see we can throw fire on it. We get fire up to Gretzky. And yeah, so you can do that. You can save it. You can share it. You can leave comments. I can come down here and say, just spun this on YML. Epic. And the cool thing is, it puts the comment at the point where you were in the song. So you can see where people were up to when they actually have there. Written in the photo of me, 1991 by the Eiffel Tower. That was back in the 90s where in France it was customary to never wear a shirt. It's true. You can ask anyone, ask any French person in the early 90s. You had to smoke cigarettes and never wear a shirt. It's going to get worse, folks, before it gets better. And yeah, I can imagine what the old Greeks thought. See, I say the opposite to my children. I'm like, kids, if you could marry and reproduce as far out of the gene pool as possible, that'd be great. Preferably from another country, race, religion. Yeah, if you meet a guy that looks a bit like me, run. Because you never know, it could be third cousin twice removed, and that's never good. So yeah, it's very weird, isn't it? That it was like, no, you must marry within your own people. And it's like, oh wow. No, have you seen the royal family lately? Anyway, Present Artist X, done in GarageBand, had lots of fun with percussive instruments, meant to be a spy type of a song. It ends abruptly, but the whole song is meant to be a loop. In which case starting at the beginning again makes it sound normal. I get you. All right, this is only a minute 31, so we're going to play the whole gosh darn thing here. It's called The Setup here on Your Music Live. And there you have it. Yeah, so yeah, you could hear that going back around again and playing itself back. That was very, very cool. And that was the last song of the first half. Yeah, I know, I forgot to mention that, but that is the first half of the show in the can. What'll be 1 minute 15, 1 minute 16, 1 minute, 1 hour 15. That's pretty good time, Johns. That's not too much dilly-dallying. And now what am I doing? I'm celebrating by rabbiting on. Yeah. Good work, me. All righty, we are about to reveal our featured artist for this week's show. We then got some cover songs, 3 it turns out, not just 2, because I forgot to put 1 in the cover section. We're going to play some cover songs. We're going to do another Play My Fire beat, and we've got some epic, epic songs to close out this wonderful 250th celebration. Do not forget, you can support me and support the channel in a couple of ways. You can check out our sponsors, our wonderful sponsors, DistroKid. They're right here or in the description. And if you use the link there and you sign up to DistroKid, you're going to save yourself 7% off your first year on any DistroKid plan. And if you're coming up to your renewal, just have a think about it. Think about all the other subscriptions you have and the value you get out of them. And then think about the fact that for like $25 a year or $45 a year if you're on the Musician Plus plan, you get access to release an unlimited number of songs to all the platforms, all the cool platforms in the world. I think that's a pretty good deal. So maybe you can just take a couple of months off of Hulu and pay for your entire year of music distribution, or drop that Disney Plus. You know what? I love watching Simpsons reruns with the best of us, but maybe you can have a couple of months off of that and then pay for your distro kid. Anyway, let's reveal our featured artist. This is oh yes, and by the way, if you would like to, you're always welcome to donate. You can use the super chats, you can use the PayPal. Speaking of which, I got a wonderful PayPal donation. I'm not sure if you're watching, but a wonderful PayPal donation that's just come through from Jude. So thank you, Jude. That is really, really super cool. And yeah, at least every day or two, someone just comes out of the woodwork and says, Pete, you've helped me, and here, I would like to help you. And that's so amazing. So thank you. Thank you to Jude. Thank you to everyone who donates to the cause around here. You all super duper rock. All right, our featured artist is someone, I love artists like this that just fly under the radar. They've been around for the longest time. They've been sharing music. They go by two different names, and they create this wonderful instrumental sound. And I love that all their songs are like a garage band experiment, and it's like number 1 through to like number 50, whatever it is. And it kind of reminds me of that whole My Song structure that we all have when you're creating in GarageBand. So this is Heiko Bren Music. They go by the name of Crushwork Music as well. We've played them on the show here probably a dozen times or more, and they always create great music. They've got something brand new that's going to close the show for us here today. But for now, I would like to play something that I've dug up from, when was this? From 7 months back. This is GarageBand Experiment number 47, and I think this is going to get you moving and grooving. This one's called Big Room Breakdown. Heiko Bren here on your Music Live. Our featured artist this week is Crushwork Music, Heiko Bren, and yeah, I just really dig the vibe of that one. Really, really cool stuff. And I like listening to Heiko's music because it just shows how versatile GarageBand really can be, because just all the different sounds and bringing in different samples and just combining and mixing songs, it's just a really, really, really cool stuff. So yeah, exactly, something that MGMT might sample. Totally. Very, very cool stuff there from Kraftwerk Music, and it's probably about 3 a.m. for them, so probably catching up on the replay. But shout out to Kraftwerk Music, to Heiko Bren, and yeah, our featured artist. And how do you become a featured artist? Well, you just consistently deliver quality music, which is exactly what they have done. Let us kick in, shall we, to a big second half here on Your Music Live. We're going to start under the covers. It's the best place to start. Whenever you get up in the morning, you're usually under the covers. So let's start our second half in that same vein. This is something I tried to play earlier, but then realized it was a cover song. So we're going to put it here in the cover section. I recorded this a few months ago in my home studio and remastered it today. You can only polish a turd so many times and you end up with a turd. I'm sure this is not turd-like, more like gold, Jerry. Gold! This is The Scientist. One of my favourite Coldplay tunes, just quietly. Great music video too if you've never seen it. This is Paws and Guitars.
Come up to meet you, tell you I'm sorry. You don't know how lovely you are. I had to find you, tell you I need you, tell you I set you apart. Tell me your secrets and ask me your questions. Oh, let's go back to the start. Running in circles, coming up tails, heads on a science apart. Nobody said it was easy. It's such a shame for us to part. Nobody said it was easy. No one ever said it would be this hard. Take me back to the
start. Speaking of taking me back to the start, is it just me, or would there be a cool mashup between Zombie and The Scientist? Because it's like, another they've almost got the same chord progression. It's very cool. Thank you for sharing that one, Paws and Guitars. And a huge thank you, by the way, to the following folks. To Thomas Christ, $12.50 for 250. Very cool stuff. Thank you, Thomas. You are a legend in the community. It goes without saying. Thank you to Mark Bro, another legend in the community, for gifting 5 Studio Live Today memberships. And thank you to Ufti Baba for also gifting 5 memberships. Let's have a little squizzle and see if I can identify who has received said memberships. All right, let's go back up. Let's take it back to the start. No, let's go back up to the top. So, the following fine folks have received memberships, thanks to Mark Bro. We have Danny Gable, Eileen Leany Perez, we have Jay Riley, we have Clayton Von Kluge, and Gregory O'Sullivan. Then Ufti Baba said, anything you can do, I can do better. And they provided gifted memberships to Pradesh, to the Dom Father, Dom's on board. Christian Lupke has a membership, Blankist has one, and Lemon Skate Logos also gets a gifted membership. And by the way, if you don't know, if you're like, why don't I ever get the gifted memberships? You can do that. You can, there's a setting that you need to put in there. If you search my name, Pete Johns, go to YouTube and search Pete Johns Gifted Memberships. I've got a little video tutorial that shows you exactly how to set it up. And that way you will be able to receive gifted memberships when they're given out by fine folks. Because the way it works is it's $2 a month. So what Mark and what Ufsi Baba has basically done is donated a $10 worth of donations. But instead of that coming to me, that's given 5 of you a free membership. $2 membership for the month, which is super duper cool and very kind of them. Let us continue. This is someone who we've played on the show before. This is, I always try to get the name as correct as I can, and she assures me I do an okay job. It is Gayatri Gaikwad Gulani, and this beautiful ghazal by Nida Fazli captures the essence of longing, change, and the delicate nature of human emotions. It reflects on memories of love, the unpredictability of life's journey, the fragility of trust, and the passage of time that alters relationships. The poet also highlights the innocence of children, contrasting their hopeful creations with the transient nature of life through simple yet profound imagery. Fazli evokes deep emotions that resonate with every heart. This is a great one. You're going to enjoy this one here on Your Music Live. Let's give it a spin.
जब भी किसी निगाह ने मौसम सजाए है, जब भी किसी निगाह ने मौसम सजाए है, तेरे लबों के फूल बहुत याद आए हैं, जब भी किसी निगाह ने मौसम सजाए हैं।
I mentioned it last week that I really love the very traditional stuff with the traditional Indian percussion, but the more modern feel on some of these other tracks is just really, really cool. And there's a particular movement there that's really unexpected, and listening with my very sort of sheltered Western ears, I expect it to go to a particular chord and note, and then it just shifts up, and it's so delightfully unexpected. I appreciate it. So hopefully you do too. Yeah, round of the pause there for Gayatri. Thank you for sharing that one. To round out our trio of delightful cover songs, we have adorable Anarchy, who says, "Hi Pete, this is an older cover I did of a 70s song by the group 10cc. The song is I'm Not in Love. Start at 33 seconds. Thanks for all you do." And yes, contrary to what you may have heard, that's not why they're called 10cc. If you know, you know. Let's give this one a spin here on Your Music Live. Anyone else singing along to it in their head? I'm not in love, no, 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 to love. Very cool stuff there. Adorable anarchy. Exactly. Just the bong. I love the little harmonic plucks and the ping, blong. Works well. Yeah, very good performance there. Thank you to our wonderful cover artists for sharing your cover songs. Yeah, just really simple but effective for sure. Someone who's not as simple, but definitely as effective, goes by the name of Splinter. They used to call themselves Jay, and we played a bunch of their music, and then they switched to the name Splinter, spelled Splntyr, just to make it hard for Johns to find their songs when I'm looking for them. They say, hi, Pete. Hope you in the Studio Live Today community are having a fantastic stream today. I'm going to answer for you. Yes, we are. My new demo track, Taxidermied Heart, is a song about the unraveling of identity, attempting to capture the way depression manipulates, hollows, and reshapes you into something that looks alive on the outside but feels dead within. As always, I produced, wrote, and recorded it in Logic Pro. Hope y'all enjoy it. Well, I think you're going to enjoy this one. I love a bit of Splinter. Turn this one up to 11, folks. You're going to love it.
Join in the canopy of leaves above the newly turned up soil, wondering how it feels to be in the dark abyss, away from turmoil. Embers surrounding me of the flames you used to make my blood boil. Now the smoke is blown away, and the picture is clearer than ever before.
Wow. Doesn't it? Doesn't it just hit you hard? Wow. Very cool stuff there from Splinter. Yeah, very good stuff. Oh, look, yeah, the passion, like leaving nothing on the cutting room floor there. Definitely giving it 100%. There's no singing within yourself after that one. I love it. Good stuff there from Splinter. And funnily enough, I heard that song because I was trying to find our featured artist, and I'm like, oh, this new Splinter song is great. Oh, I featured Splinter as the featured artist like 10 weeks ago. Thankfully, I keep a record so that I can see what I've featured in the past. Should we do another Play My Fire beat? Do you wanna? Should we do it? I think we should. Let's fire up the old randomizer button and grab a hashtag. Shall I make it difficult or hard? What do you reckon? Difficult or hard? Difficult or hard? People are like, that's the same thing, Johns. I should make you have to spell Splinter. That could be difficult. Just in honor of the artist Splinter. Let's make it that. Let's make it hashtag Splinter. SPLNTYR. See, even I have to look to do it. So this is to make sure. This is to check who's awake. This is to check who's actually paying attention. Hashtag SPLNTYR. Let's see if anyone gets it right. Scribbles, no. There you go. We've got one. Oh, we've got one in there. Yep. So you're gonna have to get the spelling if you want to join in. It's gonna auto correct you. It's gonna try and make it hard for you. But you're all doing pretty well. Yep. Yep. You've all got it there. I'm gonna put it in here too. Hashtag SPLNTYR. Is it gonna work? There it goes. Yep. I'm in as well. All right. Cool stuff. Let's. Let's play another song while you get your stuff together. We're going to jump over to slaps.com and play this one from Herb. This is Herb Singh, who says, "Hi everyone, a bit of info about this song. Now we're really going back in time, as this song is from way back in 2006. I was married in 2006. Green Dress is one of around 6 songs I submitted for my final destination at university, final dissertation. Not the movie Final Destination. Dissertation back in uni back in 2006. The criteria for each song was to use certain types of music theory and then score every instrument and vocal with the use of Sibelius software. This is not a boy-girl love song. This is actually being sung from a mother's perspective, gently pleading with her daughter to please refrain from her dangerous affiliation with a reckless group of Greenpeace activists." Wow, that went deep. All instruments and vocals performed by yours truly. A personal thank you to you, Pete. You're a brilliant and generous musician, always doing his best to support the rest of us. Definitely do what I can to support everyone here in the community. Let's give this one a spin over on slaps.com. This is Herb Singh and Green Dress here on Your Music Live.
Put on your green dress and I'll drive you round town. I don't mind where we go. I don't mind at all, as long as you're near. Put on your favorite dress and I'll take you to a show. I don't mind what we see. I don't mind at all, as long as you're near. All the while, you're always on my mind. 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 Put on your green dress and then take me where you go. I don't care what you show me. I won't mind at all, as long as you're near. All the while, you're always on my mind. All the while, you're always on my mind. All the while, you're always on my mind. All the while, you're always on my mind.
Very cool stuff. Yes, worth the wait. You might have remembered that a couple of weeks ago we tried to play this song and it wasn't there. So it hadn't been released yet, but now it is there and it is available and you can check it out on all the places where you get music because they've released it as well, which is a good thing to do. Release your music, folks. Get it out there to the world. People need to hear your stuff. Hello, Javel de Pustos. Thank you for being here. Hello, Bandit, by the way, who snuck in. I didn't say g'day to you. Say hello to you. Is there anyone else? I haven't said g'day to Paul O'Farrell. Hello to you, my friend, if you are here. If you're here and you're just lurking and working, that's totally cool. If you don't want to be part of the live chat, I respect it. Jeremy Deshaw, hello to you. Don't think I said g'day to you. I totally respect it. I hang out on live shows and sometimes, you know what? Sometimes you want to be involved. Sometimes you want to be part of it. And sometimes you just want to sit back and chill and let it happen. and be part of the experience without necessarily being interactive. And either way you do it, I'm 100% cool. All right, Euphoria is up next. Hi, Pete. Thanks so much for the support on the last 2 tracks. Got another one for you here. This is Breathe, releasing April 18th. It's got some synthwave chill hop flavors in there. Hope you guys enjoy, and thanks for the support. Yeah, have you met this community? We love synthwave, we love chill hop, so let's give this one a spin, shall we? Here on Your Music Live 250. Very cool, very chill, very awesome. What do you reckon? Yeah, it sounds like it could just be, I reckon that's admin playlist worthy. It sounds just chilled and laid back, like in the nicest possible way, like background music for like a home shopping network or something. Is that an insult? I hope not, because it's not what I meant. But you know what I mean? Like it's a beautiful bed just to sit behind stuff. Or you know what it could be? It could be someone doing like some really interesting pottery or like woodworking on YouTube. You know how you watch those videos and it's like a time lapse of someone making something? I reckon that would be great for that. What do you reckon? I dig it. Nice one indeed there. Round of the pause all round for Euphoria. Next up, it's Ryan loves sports. Yeah, he does. Here in Australia, he'd be Ryan loves sport, because we pluralize sport with sport. You can play a sport and you can be into lots of different sport. Sports, we don't really say. And we say a hospital or hospital, not the hospital. And we say, I'm going to write a letter to you. I'm going to write to you, not I'm going to write you. Isn't it weird? Just the random little grammar things that are different between different countries. Ryan loves sports. Hey, Pete, this is a simple song by an even simpler man. There is a moment in every relationship where you question if this is the one. This song is about that moment. Thanks for all your videos and music over the years. You really inspire me. Well, thank you, Ryan loves sports. We're going to do the little refresh thing here. Oh, yeah, the wheel. Did I forget about the wheel? Yeah, I got to spin the wheel. Thanks for the reminder. Let's give this one. It's called What If It's You?
Came into my life like a fresh gale of spring sunshine. A maiden I could give my flowers to. We're better off together. I can't keep you off my mind. I'm looking for my forever. What if it's you? What if it's you? What if it's you? Custom built by the Lord above. You're the I'm talking to the car, like Johnny Cash in his June. Somebody's perfect for me. What if it's you? Yeah. Never had too much in treasure. Don't have a bachelor's degree. No illusions that my collar isn't blue. But I'll dedicate my life to treat my woman like the queen. I got tribute for my empress. What if it's you? What if it's you? What if it's you?
Ryan loves hockey. It's got that Ryan Rogers kind of feel to it, don't you reckon? If I had to put my finger on it. Yeah, very good stuff. Anything that's got some blues harp in it, I have respect for. Very, very cool. Yeah, we've had a lot of that old school kind of, sort of 70s, 80s rockabilly kind of vibe going on here today, which I, for one, approve of. So good stuff indeed. Yeah, more pause, please. Please, rounds of applause. All rounds would be good. Thank you for sharing that one. Should we do this spinny, winny spin? Yeah, we've got to do the giveaway. Got 22. You got a slightly better chance this time of actually getting yourself a win, because last time it was a 1 in 33 chance. This time you got yourselves a 1 in 22 chance. Yeah, evoked the Eagles. Hopefully it didn't also evoke the copyright strike that the Eagles would have given me if I played their song. All right, let's turn up some more Ryan. Good luck, everyone. I think I'm going to win. Come on, me. Let's go studio lunch today. Your winner and still world champion, Mike and Dawn, Janisse. I say it different every time because one of them's got to be right, yeah? Absolutely. All right. Good stuff there, Mike and Dawn gets the win. So you know the drill here, Mike and Dawn. All you need to do is right here in the chat in plain text, preferably English, is put the name of your track, the name of the platform, and your name. And I will go find it. I will dig it up and I will play your song. While we wait on that, we'll go back to the Tube of You. My first GarageBand recording. It would become the first in a trilogy of Easter-themed songs. This one about the agony Jesus endured in the Garden of Gethsemane prior to his crucifixion. This is from Beautiful Desert. And brand new artist here to the community with some much-needed Easter songs. We've got a lot of Christmas stuff, not much Easter. Let's give it a spin here on Your Music Live. Very cool stuff. I have three of these, the trilogy of Easter songs to play for you by Beautiful Desert over the next 3 weeks as we move towards the Easter celebration. For those who, do you celebrate Easter? You commemorate Easter, don't you? It's not really a celebration thing, although, like most things, it kind of just becomes that, doesn't it? Because it's been commercialized into rabbits and eggs and blah 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 blah. But hey, yeah, it was heavy topic and heavy stuff. And again, I've said it before and I'll keep saying it, folks. I know some people don't love it if I play things that have religious or political or sexual connotations, but that's music. That's music for you. Speaking of music, the wonderful Mike and Dawn Janice have said that they have passing it forward. They're passing it over to me to choose one of my songs, which is super nice of them. So thank you for that. And I'm going to pay it forward in a way because I wanted to play something that includes a lot of people from this community. And something that I did a while ago was a song called Work in Progress. It was my Song Timber song from a few years back. And old mate Thomas Christ did a wonderful remix of this song that incorporated even more of the wonderful, what we called the Work in Progress choir. So we had Thomas, we had Jay, we had Mark Bro, Scott Borthwick, I think you were in there, Kim Harden Hudson, Arnie G, I think was in there. Tell me, I can't even remember, but we had so many people. We had something like 15 different artists from the community all singing this chorus, and we have this wonderful big gang vocal at the end. So I'm going to be spinning the remix of Work in Progress, my song by the one and only Mr. Thomas Christ. It's called the Further Progress TC remix here on Your Music Live.
Because we're all just a work in progress. Nobody's got it figured out. Yes, we're all just a work in progress. Nobody's got it figured out. Nobody's doing all they can. Not everything will go to plan. You might be set up, or you might get better. Maybe just need a helping hand. Because we're all just a work in progress. Nobody's got it figured out. Yes, we're all just a work in progress. Nobody's got it figured out. We all have doubts and things to know and learn about. That we're all just a work in progress. Nobody's got it figured out. When everything just feels so hard, you need to strive and you'll go far. It's hard to grow up, but if you show up, you'll shine and they'll see what you are. Because we're all just a work in progress. Nobody's got it figured out. Yes, we're all just a work in progress. Nobody's got it figured out. With what we know, we all have time and room to grow. Cause we're all just a work in progress. Nobody's got it figured out. For shame and pain.
Sorry for the self-indulgence here. I'll just talk through the bridge here for a moment. You've got to hear Thomas's amazing mix work with not only the keys that he's added there to those verses, but to bringing the Work in Progress choir back here in the end. So yeah, let's take a listen.
Because we're all just a work in progress. Nobody's got it figured out. Yes, we're all just a work in progress. Nobody's got it figured out. With what we know, we all have time and room to grow. Yes, we're all just a work in progress. Nobody's got it figured out. Nobody's got it figured out. Nobody's got it figured out. Nobody's got it figured out.
So cool. Like the additional guitars on there and keys, and then bringing that choir to the front. Yeah, it is cool because here's the thing. Thomas actually was here for all the live streams where I wrote, recorded, and released that song in Songtember of, what was that, 21? So he knew the direction I was going. And at one point I had a mix where I did want it to break down to like a big sort of gospel style gang vocal at the end there, but I could never get the mix right. And then when Thomas did the remix, he like, boom, he got it perfect. So that was super cool. And the good news is this is a wonderful segue to tell you a little bit more about our sponsors, DistroKid, because I was able to release this song on my DistroKid account. Yes, DistroKid allow you to release remixes and featured artists and do splits so that when you go and you stream this or you buy this song, yeah, I get some of it and Thomas gets some of it. We've set up splits so that Thomas and myself, because we're both DistroKid users, you can set it up to have a split in there. So if you jump in here, you'll see, actually, in fact, I won't show you it because it's have Thomas's email there. But yeah, we were able to release it here. It was uploaded on the 26th of April. We released it on the 30th of May, again, because we had that Musician Plus plan. And then we could build up some hype. I could send people to watch the video on Thomas's channel. And then when it eventually released, every time you stream that somewhere, DistroKid behind the scenes work out how much to give to Johns, how much to give to Christ, and then it's all done. Simple. Yeah, remixes, featured artists. You can even do cover songs. Cover songs do cost you a little extra, $1 per month per cover. But if you're doing remixes and you're working on collabs with members of the community, yeah, release it and you can legitimately link them all together. So very cool. Very good stuff. And thank you, Mike and Dawn, for deciding that we should play that. That worked perfectly. Thank you, Frank Terzo. Ever since episode 87, I keep forgetting Frank, I'm sorry. But Frank Terzo's been around Your Music Live for a long time as well. So thank you, Frank, for everything you do. DistroKid really do make it easy. And I'm a simple man. I like simple things. I like things to be easy. And DistroKid make it easy. Let us continue on here. We're on the homeward stretch here, folks. And when I say that, we're at the 2-hour mark and I've got about another 12 songs to play. So we're probably going to go into overtime here by, I'd say, 40-ish minutes. But hey, it's a Sunday afternoon or evening for you folks. It's a Monday morning for me. Let's kick back. Let's get some music going on with Ms. Fiona Patrick. I thought this may be more your vibe than my last track. Theme for a Vampire's Kiss, which required laying in a darkened room with headphones on. You can actually dance to this one. It's called Wag the Dog Experimental Mix, and that's my puppy on the cover. If there's one thing you got to know about this community, it's that they love a doggo. So you've already won just by having a doggo on the cover. Let's give this one a spin from Ms. Fiona Patrick. I was close, Frank. Wag the Dog. Anyone see that movie, Wag the Dog? Yeah, I don't think I'd want to watch it these days. It might be a little bit too realistic. It'd be like a documentary. Very cool stuff there from our friend Ms. Fiona. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, that one was a bop. What a bop. Hello, Crimson Crux. How are you? Are you doing well? Thanks for coming along. Yeah, 250 shows, and it was 83 that Frank first aired on, which I'll eventually commit to memory, Frank. It's there's so many numbers and things going around in my head at any given time. It's a little challenging at times to remember stuff as you age. Laurent BRT is up next. First song I've written in decades on Logic Audio for iPad with a great deal of help from your tutorials. It's about love, the end of the world, and how it's fine, all things considered. And they did call me John in their description here, and then they sent me an email saying, "Oh, sorry, I think I called you John." It's okay. I answer to John. I've been called John upward of 10,000 times, I think, in my life. It's really funny, though, when I send an email to someone and I'm like, kind regards, Pete. And I don't even put John, but they just look straight at Peter Johns, and John is the thing that goes in their head. And they're like, thanks, John. Like, I just answer to it now. It's fine. Let's give this a spin. This is called All Things Considered here on Your Music Live.
All things considered, and now we're born. All other things being equal, would a word collapse into nuclear flames, or come to terms? It's all the same. 'Cause since I met you, the sun shines brighter, the clouds are whiter too. And life no longer ever blue.
I love everything about this. I love the vocals and the harmony. I love the songwriting, that la, la, la. Very cool stuff all around. And the video production, how cool is that? Really, really good stuff. So I'm giving a subscribe and a like. Our comments are turned off. Lauren, put your comments on. I was about to leave you something very, very kind. Super pro. I know. For someone that said, I haven't made a song in decades, and then they pick up an iPad, fire up Logic Pro, and that's what they produce, forget about it. This is what we're all here for, folks, is to be inspired, to see stuff like that and go, yeah, you know what? If Lauren's doing that, I'm doing that too. Very, very cool stuff. Thank you for sharing that one. Let us play this one. This is from Eric Bell, who, where are you, Eric? Eric's usually here hanging around, telling me how much he loves shredding. Let's give this one a spin. He says, a theme for a vampire gig. Intriguing. It's called Gorgo P8, Eric Bell. melting guitar there from Eric B. That's that avatar. That what do they call it? Smiley? Oh, see, how old am I? What's the word? Emoji. That emoji is exactly why it's there, is for when you have a face melting guitar shredding. Very cool stuff like that. Yeah, just the stomping groove and the guitars over the top of it. Definitely, yeah. Definitely does what it says on the box. 5:30 comes fast, better get going. Yeah, sorry, we're going overtime. Farewell to those who have to go, and welcome to those who are just joining us. Now, we've doubled up here because Raul Nieves also has a track where he's featured on a Sun Gaia track. So you get twofer. You get double your Raul here. This new transatlantic collab between Sun Gaia, composition and production, and Raul Nieves, guitars, captures the dreamy ambience of a big city at dusk and the refuge that our character finds in a movie theatre to get away from the hustle of the late rush hour. Very cool stuff. Let's give it a little spin, shall we? Just a little gentle nudge. This is called 7 p.m. at the cinema. Really does sit in the pocket, doesn't it? The groove there, like Raul and Zangaya definitely work well together on these tracks. Great stuff, and thank you for sharing. So long, Paul. Yes, very late for Paul over there in Ireland. What would it be? After 2 a.m. About 2. Oh no, it's even later in Ireland, isn't it? Would it be 3? It'd be after 3. It's late. It's late for Paul. So thanks for coming along. Appreciate you big. Chime. Up next is Elzada Nevada, who's been sharing some lovely vocal poppy goodness recently. This song is about Jesus Christ being the worldwide hero for giving us all the opportunity to have an everlasting life through belief in him. Recorded and produced at CSP Studios in Bentonville, Arkansas. Thanks, Pete, for all the hard work you do. Well, thank you, David, who's producing here, and thank you to Elzada Nevada, worldwide hero.
Heroes come in any color, any age, and they don't have to be well known to be great, and they will not hide from anybody that they simply know to face, like you with a You're the worldwide hero, took my heart from rescuing even the few. They will save the day, and anybody that they will find the strength to. For me, there's just you. You're the wild one hero. Took my heart from zero.
See, this is the thing. People think that vocals just need to be like, this is going to sound like a backhanded compliment. But when you sing with power and passion and purpose, all the P's, you can just create such great music and your own unique, distinct style. We just had our baby today. What? There you go. Congratulations. Amazing stuff, David. I love it. Well done. So, you celebrate all sorts of things here on Your Music Live. Wonderful stuff there from David and Elzada, Nevada. Let us move on to our next track. This is Doorways into Music. They say, hi Pete, this is an instrumental piece I wrote that I was inspired by the magical elven places depicted in the book The Lord of the Rings, which I just finished reading. Thank you for playing it on a future show. Take care, from Joey. I've never read, here's admission time with Johns. People think I'm a giant nerd, and look, I am. In many ways I am. But I'm not huge into sci-fi. I'm definitely not into fantasy, and I'm not much of a reader. So, Hobbit, Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones, nah, anything with lots of letters like RR and JK, Tolkien and Martin, no, I'm not into them. But many people have said, oh, you gotta read you love Lord of the Rings. I'm like, I just don't think I will. But if you'd like to convince me otherwise, feel free to attempt to do so. Meanwhile, let's play this one from Joey, Doorways into Music, here on Your Music Live. How good is that? I love the I love the sort of the drone of that low piano note throughout, just a ding, ding with ding, and everything else just moving over the top of it. It just creates this wonderful like bass structure that allows the melodies to just flit around, but you still feel grounded. Really excellent composition there from Doorways into Music. Yeah, like a quiet evening in Rivendell. I'm assuming that's a reference I don't understand. That's what you were going for. Excellent. Good stuff. Very cool indeed. Is there a penultimate song lurking? In a bit. We still got a few songs to go here. I did tell you it wouldn't be a 3-hourer, but it would be at least a 2.5-hour. So let's keep on moving on. Next track comes to us from Marco Solis, who says this song is about someone who is heartbroken because his ex left him again and says to her that he is human and feels hurt every time she leaves him. Yeah, be nice to people. Let's give it a little spin, shall we? This one is called Not Made of Steel. Marco Solis here on Your Music Live, 250th episode.
I'm not a man made of steel, made of steel, made of steel. Every time you go with him, it brings me down, it brings me down. I'm not a man made of steel, made of steel, made of steel. Every time you leave me, babe, it brings me down, it brings me down. I'm not a man made of steel, my heart has feelings still. My heart is meant for love, Don't break my heart no more, babe. I'm human too, I'm not made of steel. I have feelings too, just like you do. I'm not a man made of steel, made of steel, made of steel. My heart wants your love. Don't break me down, don't break me down. I'm not a man made of steel, made of steel, made of steel. I'll do all for your love. Don't break me down, don't break me down. I'm not a man made of steel. My heart has feelings still. My heart is meant for love. Don't break my heart no more, babe. I'm human too, I'm not made of steel. I have feelings too, just like you do.
What a quirky and fun little bop that is from Marco. Excellent work, my friend. Just expect the unexpected in that track, right? Yeah, it just went directions in ways that I wasn't expecting it to. And that's what good music does, doesn't it? It takes you on a journey, and that one definitely did that from Marco Solis. Yeah, the little repeat, and just like, yeah, made of steel, right? Upbeat heartbreak song. Excuse me, sneeze. I couldn't have sneezed during the bit where, the song was playing and I wouldn't have to mute and you wouldn't have to see it. Yeah, complex and catchy, yet simple and scratchy. I don't know. Let's keep going. Dell, save me, Dell, from more of this rabbiting on. Dell says, "Hi, Pete. This is just a tune about Africa because I've always thought it a beautiful place." Thank you so much, Pete. Yeah, look, Africa is I love watching documentaries, watching David Attenborough and seeing the animals and the landscape. Not sure I'm ever going to go to Africa. Is that weird? Who's been to Africa? I know that Joe and Barry lived in South Africa. I know that many others have visited, but yeah, it's not high on my list of places to go. But maybe I need to change that. Let me know. Convince me why Africa is an awesome place to go. All right, let's give this one a play, shall we? This is Dell and Africa. really like the kind of the counter rhythms that are going on there. Like, just it feels like there's sort of two things melding and meshing together, and it almost sounds like it's really well produced in that the sound kind of feels all behind and around you. Like, it's not up front and in your face. It's very much atmospheric. Very good stuff there from Dell, who goes from strength to strength with their creations, if I do say so myself. Alrighty, speaking of Africa, our next artist they are Shinky, an Afro-pop artist from Nigeria, came to Florida for college, where I've spent half my life. It's a cities song about Lagos, Nigeria, aka Las Jidi or Jidi, where I'm from, and South Florida, aka SoFlo, where I'm at. A reflection of my split past, right? It is hard, isn't it? When look, I've been born and bred South Australia, Adelaide, all my life, but I know folks that kind of have almost two identities, and I think that's what's so interesting about life is when you can take two different identities from two different places and like smush them together. The recipe can like just create something unique and awesome. Let's give this one a spin, shall we? This is a Shiki with Jitty Vibe from SoFlo featuring JP here on Your Music Alive.
Baby, I'm fired up this game. Something could you can't stop us this way. We'll take it to the grave. Got a bag, tryna leave it on a page. Got a lot of cargo in your lane. Want a lot of info, what's your name? Why did you moving finna bust my brain? Why did you moving finna bust my brain? Slip back to the coast. JP, it's nice to meet ya. Baby, are we meeting on the dance floor? 3 turns of margaritas. She a baddie, I don't know where she came from. Ain't sipping no wine, she with the Tito's. Even in the windows, kept me losing my coat. Hopping on the wave,
To the vibe, to the sound from the ghetto. Take the beat it up, beat the bongo. JP, check 'em on, yeah, we got it on lock. Get the vibe from SoFlo. To the vibe, feel the sound from the ghetto. Take the beat it up, beat the bongo. Shiki, check 'em on, yeah, we got it on lock. Get the vibe from SoFlo. I'm out. It's your back, I go keep pressing. Give me now, make a cool temper. I go keep make a cool temper, oh, cool temper, oh. I'm out. It's your back, I go keep pressing. Give me now, make a cool temper. I go keep make a cool temper. You say you like the condo. I'm my baby, so it's so. Oh, yeah, hop into the Monday.
Love the vibe. Just so smooth. Yeah, the beat with the da, 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 da. Right? I can hear that too. I can hear that kind of African rhythm. But yeah, that sort of South Florida kind of vibe in there as well. Very good stuff indeed. Good vocals, good beat, good vibes all round. Talented. Some talented individuals there coming together. Thank you for sharing. Hey, guess what? Stephen Hewitt. How many videos is Stephen Hewitt up to now, Thomas Christ? Like 15,000 or something? I don't know. He must have either giant hard drives or he just stores all of his video footage on his YouTube channel. This comes to us from Stephen Hewitt. He says, recorded. Oh, sorry. What did you say it was? You always got called Scotland Hewitt or something? Recorded with Korg, Oasis keyboard, added trumpet and trombone, video with automated scene changes in Ecamm. Let's give this one a spin. It's called Dude March. Stephen Hewitt, Your Music Live. Stephen Ewart here. Wrong track? Hey, it was cool. I'm down with it. Yeah, I did think it didn't quite match the description there. Let me just make sure that I've copied the link right. Yep, that's the only link I had from you here. Oh well, we'll have another crack at it. Hey, we'll play another track next week if you've got a different one that you'd like us to play. Yep, that was the one that's in the form. Alrighty, good stuff. I know whether it's the right or wrong track, it's chill. It's all good. And I love seeing the Queensland countryside as well, and the local IGA there. IGA is like the Independent Grocers Association, and here in Australia, if you're in a country town, the local store will almost always be an IGA, just so you can go, oh, that's where I go, but that's like my little mini supermarket where you can go and buy your victuals. Next up, we have Dynamite, Throw, and Jade. Jade? I was about to say Jade. Dynamite, Throw, and Jaded Soul, which is our mate Sal Caruso. A song about a dame with icy veins. Logic MacBook. Hi, Pete. Sorry, I tried to make that into a little thing. So Dynamite, Throw, and Sal Caruso coming together. It's a good thing. It's always a good thing. Let's give this one a spin. It's called the Snow Queen. Snow Queen. Snow Queen.
Projection, that's what you do. It's alright when your friends get too close to you. That deception is your favorite tool. Easy men with the gold are your favorite fools. Every time you get started, the body parts begin to fly. When the hearts have departed and you buried all those frozen things. She's the Snow Queen. Number 2 intoxication is all you know. Smoking coke in the dope, you shoot in your bowl. You were gone, but you can't let go. Every time you get started, the body parts begin to cry. When the hearts have departed.
I mean, I love Sal's music. I love Dynamite Throw's music. It goes without saying that when you put those two together, that's pretty cool. And I did love all the video footage until it got up to the one of the injection there. I cannot look at needles going into skin. Has anyone else got this affliction? Even my skin. I had my flu shot. Oh, it's gone away. Oh my goodness, that's not good. I've got a bit of a tan line going on there. I need to apply more sunscreen when I'm out in the sun. But I had my flu shot this week, and the lady giving it to me is like, okay, is there anything I need to know? Do you have any reaction? And I'm like, no, I just can't look at it. And she's like, yeah, that's very common. Like, a lot of people have that same problem. So yeah, absolutely fine. But if I'm looking at it, I'd just be like, I'd be freaking out. If I'm just looking the other way, yeah, poke me, shove it in. Oh, Jesus. Yes, put the needle in my arm and I'll be fine. Let's move on. Trevor Bear, can you save me? Can you tell the folks what the name of the next track is going to be? You don't need to know the specific name, but you can tell the fine folks here. The Free Gun Show. Yeah, they're not very gunny, mate. They're just a bit whiter than the rest of my arm. I would like to know the name of the next song, Trevor Bear, and we're not going to go on until you tell us what we call the third to last song every week here on Your Music Live. Have been doing it for 250 shows, and will continue doing it for the foreseeable future. Yes, correct. It is the Auntie penny. And you know what I got to do? I've been doing this for this guy for the last few weeks. I'm going to message him and let him know that we're about to play his song because he's over there in Ho Chi Minh City and he's usually getting up and having his morning stroll at the moment. So I'm going to just send a quick message and say, Ron, about to play you again, mate. And see if we can summon the man, the myth, the legend, which is Ron Ward Strange Machine. He's got a track called Bad Girls Won't Leave Me Be. And he says, here's the 5th music video from my new album, We Want Our Bones. The song is a country rocker called Bad Girls, bracket, Won't Leave Me Be, end bracket, about a guy who hasn't quite been able to figure out the fairest sex. Written by Rick Lisk. No way. And me in 2018, recently re-recorded for the album with Ron singing and playing all parts. Enjoy. That is so cool. If you don't know Rick Lisk, he is a Canadian legend around the garage band recording community. He's the first guy that taught me the phrase build a song because he's like a builder. He's like a handyman dude, like the exact opposite of me. Think of me and then flip it around the exact opposite, like cool, rugged, Calgarian country. Do you call them Calgarians? And he said, oh, yeah, I build songs. And I'm like, oh, how quaint. And he's like, yeah, I know. I'm a bit silly. I say build a song. I go to the GarageBand manual and it says, here's how to build a song. And I'm like, Rick, I owe you an apology. Apparently, build a song is exactly what Apple use in their GarageBand manual. So who knew? Go figure. You have to stand in front of the mirror and say his name 3 times. Rock and run, rock and run, rock and run. All right, let's give it a spin. This is Ron Ward's Strange Machine and Bad Girls Won't Leave Me Be.
Hell yeah. My mama told me when I was just young, she said, find yourself a good girl, I'm telling you, son. I never listened, but you wish that I had, 'cause all the girls I've fallen for have all been bad. I met her in the schoolhouse trying to stay straight. She's smoking in the boys' room and making me late. She said, baby, baby, don't you be no drag. The next thing you know, I'm left holding the bag. I'm walking down the street enjoying the breeze when I notice a bad girl is staring at me. She's wearing Daisy Dukes and high-heeled boots. Well, I ran right over like I'd nothing to lose. Driving down the road in my Chevrolet, a bad girl caught me, said you're going my way. She's sitting real close and she's smelling real nice. We ended up in Vegas just to rolling the dice. I had a gig in Memphis playing a bar. She was drinking with some old boys and heard my guitar. We started shooting whiskey and bless my soul, the place started rocking, it was out of control. I could never give him up as hard as
Rockin' Ronnie Ward there, bringing it. I can't play a slide guitar. How about you? I'm terrible on the slide. I've tried to play slide. I don't hide from the slide, but when I play slide, it's no fun, Clyde. I think it's time to keep going and finish off the song, finish off the show, because, the 2 hour 40 mark, I did say we'd get 2:30, 2:40. We're getting closer and closer to that 3 hour marathon that we did a couple of weeks back. So let's move on. Our penultimate tune this week is something super special. You might be aware that one of the coolest genres of music going around in this here community is goatcore. We have a lot of goatcore going on. And perhaps the goatiest of the goatcore is our old mate Overgoat. You might know them as Still Illa. They say the world premiere of my first ever official music video from Overgoat. Shot, directed by and edited by the talented folks at Dead Beat Studio in Nashville, Tennessee. Yes, Nashville, Tennessee. Go you, Nashville. Go the Preds. Do you still want me to get a Nashville hat? Like, I do like their logo, I got to tell you. And the Rangers are not looking great this year. So let's give this one a spin, shall we? It's called Big Fish, Small Fish. Mild language warning on this one, but it's an absolute freaking bop. I think you're gonna want to listen to this one. Turn this one up to 11 and enjoy as Overgoat brings you Big Fish, Small.
The wind in these hills plays funny tricks with the sounds of the night. All right, you two mark. All right, you two mark.
It goes big fish, small fish, large one feeder. I only want to be a part of a cult if I'm the leader. Now listen to your motherfucking speaker. Yo, I ain't got a shooter, but neither do you. You got a guy who says he is, so you say that you do. We know the difference, you don't fold cheddar. I'll be your origami teacher, I can teach you how to fold better. Better run for the hills. You remind me of a handful of pills. Dollar bills make the world go round. I can floss like the boss of the lost and found under the ground and around every bend. Every sinner knows everywhere I've been. Every one of them is a child of a hole in the heart. If you let it, it could hold you apart. Part of me is partially a man in the middle of a crisis. When I see those subscription prices, like the dice is loaded, the table is tilted. Mama said even in the cradle I was gifted. Big fish, small fish, large one feeder. I only want to be a part of a cult if I'm the leader. You look like a sub and sound like a tweeter. You're goddamn right. It goes big fish, small fish, large one feeder. I only want to be a part of a cult if I'm the leader. Now listen to your motherfucking speaker. It's just still ill in the place to be. I ain't a chalkboard, you ain't erasing me. But if you're facing me, you're gonna face the fee. The treble might charge, but the bass is free. Still rhyming like I don't give a goddamn. Spread my wings, motherfucking Mothman. My goth hand makes it pistol clear. I'm a fistful, fuck what you hear. Big fish, small fish, large one feeder. I only want to be a part of a cult if I'm the leader. You look like a sub and sound like a tweeter. It goes big fish, small fish, large one feeder. I only want to be a part of a cult if I'm the leader. Now listen to your motherfucking speaker.
I'm sorry, but you had to get the goat in. How do you get your entire song played on Your Music Live and make it the penultimate? You put a frickin' goat at the end of it. There you go. Tip for new players. There is something about that track that I just cannot stop listening to. It's had 32 views. You got to go and give it more. I reckon a good 7 of those have been me. So if you liked that, go and listen to it and go and watch that, because that is, it's just like, it's the sort of song that you listen to. Every time I listen to it, I kind of get something else and it gives me a different angle. Like, it's not so in your face and it's not so obvious that you're like, oh yes, I know exactly what this is saying. But yeah, you look like a sub and sound like a tweeter. That is one of the best lines in any song ever. Just quietly, in my humble opinion. Just absolute primo lyrics. So still illa there. Very, very cool indeed. Go and check it out in the description below. That's where you'll find all 43 of the amazing songs that we've played here. And can I say, it's been an absolute pleasure and privilege to bring you 250 episodes of this here very show. Would you like to see a little clip from show number 1 before we go out? Should we go and check out John's from 5 years ago? Yeah, let's jump over here. So, in case you weren't around, here's the opening of the very first Your Music Live, June of 2020. Look, I was barely even balding, and I had a lot darker hair back then too. Let's take a little look at a listen. Opening with my own song. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to Studio Live today and Your Music Live. Yes, this is the first opportunity for me to listen to some music submitted by the wonderful Studio Live Today community and check out what you folks are producing. If it's your first time here on the channel, my name is Pete and this is Studio Live Today, where my goal is to help you create, record and release your best music. And in this series, I'll be doing that by listening to your music. I get a lot of folks who email me their songs. Yeah, and I go on to explain that I basically made this show as a way for me to streamline my workflow, because I used to get people emailing me every week saying, can you listen to my song? Can you give me some feedback? Can you play my song? And then we sort of started it as more of that vibe. And then it kind of moved and morphed between a feedback show specifically to more of just a celebration of music. If people ask for feedback, I still give it, but it's more of a celebration of great independent music. But yeah, over that time, I still have the same motto. Yeah, I want to help you create, record and release your best music. So yeah, if you want to go and check out the very first episode, just go Pete John's Your Music Live 1 and you'll find it. I'm not going to give you the link. That's a bit embarrassing, but no, it was okay. Yeah, the blue couch era. I just got my lighting installed, so the video wasn't as crunchy and dusty as it was for a while there. So we've been doing this for nigh on 5 years now, and we ain't stopping. No way. So big thank you to all of the artists who have contributed not only today, but over the last 250 episodes. It's in the vicinity of many thousands of songs that we've played here by now. Wonderful artists. Thank you for those who have been here enjoying the music and hanging out with the community. It is a wonderful community, and everyone here is very kind and very polite. And look, we can give feedback and we can disagree about certain things, but fundamentally we're all here because we have a love of a variety of wonderful music. And a huge thank you, because for more than 3 of those 5 years, these people up here, DistroKid, have been sponsoring this show, and they really have been helping not only me do this show and present this, but helping you get your music out there to the world by providing a fabulous and super affordable service to distribute your music. So thank you, DistroKid. That is going to do it. However, for this one, we are going to go out with a final tune from Kraftwerk Music. That is Heiko Bren, who is our featured artist of this week. And they say, hi Pete, here's a new instrumental piece I created with GarageBand on my iPad. Arcade Adventures is meant to be a little reminiscent of the early days of gaming. Greetings from Germany, and that is Heiko. So yes, we're going to go out with this one, brand new, fresh from Heiko Bren. And speaking of fresh, SoundCloud, for all the things I say about them, they've freshened up their interface. They've been working a little better today. Still had that problem where the ad wouldn't play, but it's still good. It's still good. So thank you everyone for being here. As we say at the end and have been saying for 5 years now, please be kind to yourselves. Be kind to others. Keep creating. And I'll see you next time right here on Your Music Live. Bye for now. It's actually a brilliant closing song. There should be like credits scrolling down the screen. Amazing. See you folks. Still Illa is the illest. Thank you, my friend.